The best drop spots in Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 4 boil down to a few main areas. I recommend avoiding the main new POIs with things like bosses and medals to be found, because these tend to attract a lot of attention from players looking to get that loot early on, which means you have a high chance to be third party tier and taken out early in the game. Instead, you could for example take a look at Swarmy Stash. Now this is a new POI, but it's one of the lesser ones, one of the sort of out of the way ones which doesn't attract as much attention as a result. However, you can still get plenty of season weapons and items here. Now you'll have to watch out for bugs in this area, but pay more attention to whether or not hostile players are nearby, because bugs don't really do that much damage and most of the time you can generally ignore them, especially if you're in a firefight. You can find plenty of season weapons here and also chests to break open, and once you're done here you could head over to, for example, the OXR base. You might want to take a look at the hill on the right of the base in the video here, because you can do some sniping here and take out some enemies inside the base itself before going in there, or alternatively you could venture further afield and press on to the lands beyond. Now another good and reliable spot to look at is Kappa Factory. This is a favourite for squads looking to loot up early in the game in relative safety, since once again this area is not that highly contested and you can find a great amount of loot here, along with typically either a car or some movement to make it out of the area and further into the island. Ideal if you're fed up of getting constantly contested early on by people scrapping over the new POIs. Last but not least, another spot I can always recommend this chapter is good old Shogun's Solitude. This place is a great reliable start, has always been and is no different now. Once again not very contested and loads of loot to be found here. Now there's not too much of the new season's loot here, but there is a flag zone to claim which provides sort of mid-tier loot, so you could try getting that early on if there aren't any other players nearby. Once you've looted up fully here, you could also head over to, for example, Outlaw Oasis, another spot that's not contested very often, to really get yourself stocked up and ready for the battles ahead in the game. With plenty of loot under your belt from these great starting spots, you should be well on your way to getting that victory royale. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe and ring that bell. Thanks for watching.